What's up everybody, I'm Raijin and this month's tree video is not a family tree, but a history tree. As I said guys, I have a tree for you which is kinda different. Today we'll have a history class about the Bakumatsu period and about how Japan became the country we all know today. One reason why Rurouni Kenshin is a manga loved by a great number of people is because it is based on the actual Meiji period almost 200 years ago, after the fall of Tokugawa shogunate, and a lot of events and characters from the story were actually real. So in today's read we'll see who were the real persons behind the characters of the series, how they are connected with each other, and what actually happened during one of the most important periods of Japanese history. And let's go. The story of Himura Kenshin starts during Bakumatsu. Bakumatsu refers to the final years of Edo period when Tokugawa shogunate fell. The major ideological and political divide during this period was between the shogunate forces and post-imperial nationalists called the Isshin-Shishi. Some causes of war between those two sides were the 2 centuries of Japanese isolation, the Western influence on Japanese merchants, and the collapse of Japanese economy. In order to seize an upcoming revolution in August of 1863, the shogun who lived in Edo formed Shinsengumi, a special police force composed by well-trained samurai founded to protect the shogunate representatives in Kyoto, the capital of Japan where Emperor Meiji lived. Some members of Shinsengumi who also appeared in the manga are Hijikata Toshizo, who was the vice captain and co-founder of Shinsengumi, the 1st Division Commander Okita Shoji, who was a very young and skillful swordsman, and the 3rd Division Commander and personal favorite Saito Hajime, who later changed his name to Fujita Goro, joined the police force after the fall of shogunate, and his Gatotsu technique is based on the real technique Hirazuki. Last is Urojine, a fictional character who acted as a Hitokiri for Shinsengumi and is based on Okada Izo, who was a famous Hitokiri but for Isshin-Shishi. Another group created by shogunate to restore public order and similar to Shinsengumi was Mimawari Gumi. A fictional character who was a member of Mimawari Gumi was Akira Kyosato, the fiancé of Yukishiro Tomoe, the older sister of Yukishiro Enishi, and spoiler alert, the ex-wife of Himura Kenshin. One last group on Tokugawa's side was Oniwabanshu, elite ninjas who guarded Edo's castle and gathered information. Some of its members were Shinomori Aoshi, Makimachi Misao, and Okina, but all of them are fictional characters. From the other side, Takasugi Shinsaku, a samurai who contributed significantly to the Meiji Restoration, on 1863 founded Kihei Tai, a militia consisted of men from all social classes. One of those men was Himura Kenshin, whose character is based on one of the 4 Hitokiri of Bakumatsu, the famous skilled samurai Kawakami Genzai, whose Batozutsu was deadly, and that's why Kenshin also got the name Batosai. Another Hitokiri was the main antagonist of the series, Makoto Shishio, whose character is based on Kirino Toshiyaki, who was also one of the 4 Hitokiri of Bakumatsu and later became an Imperial Japanese Army general. The key figures of Isshin-Shishi who led to the fall of shogunate and Meiji Restoration were Saigo Takamori, one of the most influential samurai in Japanese history, Toshimitsu Okubo, who after the fall of shogunate became chief of the Department of Internal Affairs but on May 14th of 1878 was murdered, and the exact same day in the manga Seda Shoshiro assassinated him, and last is Katsura Kogoro, who was suspicious about a lot of assassinations, was a close friend of Takasugi Shinsaku, and that's also how he met Kenshin and made him a Hitokiri. Those 3 nobles overthrew the shogunate and started a new era for the Japan we know today. With the support of Saigo Takamori, one last group was formed in 1868, the Seki Hotai. The captain of the first unit was Sagara Sozo, and the fictional character and close friend of Kenshin, Sagara Sanosuke, was part of that unit. Now that we've finished with the characters, let's see what actually happened between the two sides. From the year of 1853 till 67, during the Bakumatsu period, a lot of conflicts happened between the two sides. One of them, which was also included in the anime, was the Ikedaya incident, where the battle started between Isshin Shishi and Shinsengumi. It is said that Isshin Shishi attempted to set fire in Kyoto because of the arrest of one person, but Katsura Kogoro stated many years later that they only gathered there to set him free. The battle lasted 2 hours and ended with a victory for Shinsengumi. Next we have the First Battle of Boshin War, which was a civil war between the two sides after the end of Bakumatsu. Lasted 4 days, ended in a decisive defeat for the shogunate, and was the Battle of Toba Fushimi. After Boshin War, the Tokugawa era ended with Meiji Restoration. The political power passed to Isshin Shishi nobles, and Emperor Meiji was moved from Kyoto to Edo, which also became the new capital and renamed to Tokyo, which is the opposite of Kyoto. Few months later, Sekihotai were of no more use to Isshin Shishi, so they announced the group to be false army and attacked them. The Sekihotai were defeated and Sagara Sozo was decapitated. A decade later, after the Bakumatsu, the story of Rurouni Kenshin begins and Shishio becomes the main antagonist. But the actual story is a little bit different. Saigo Takamori was concerned about political corruption and with the help of Kirino Toshiyaki turned against the emperor and started the Seinan War, aka Satsuma Rebellion, but they were defeated and this was the last serious armed uprising against the new government. And that's it for today guys, hope you liked the video, and if you do, subscribe to my channel and more videos will come. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, cause history is not my hobby, but Rurouni Kenshin is one of my favorite anime. Until next time.